Okay, happy birthday to the Nintendo GameCube, and happy birthday to the Wii U. Now, you might be wondering why I'm playing on Nintendo Switch today instead of the respective consoles. It's because the two games I'm going to cover today that are from the GameCube and the Wii U are available on the Nintendo Switch. So the first game we're going to cover is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This game has been heavily discounted because it's not really worth $60, even with plus this game does run worse on Nintendo Switch than on the Wii U. There's also a launch title of the Wii U, so hold on. Now what I like to do in this game is rotate characters. Now you can't do this in the original, but in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, you can play as Nabbit too. Now there's also boost mode in the old so we're just gonna play as Mario first.
Play.
And this game actually is you definitely notice the load times, right? Now I got pretty far in the game, but this game isn't really that good because it's literally reskinned New Super Mario Bros. Wii with HD graphics. I gotta be careful of this. Now I've gotta be careful because it's more easy to lose your focus here. So yeah, this game has more load times. So seesaw shrooms. You have to focus. Now, there is some news that I have to cover. Now, first of all, let's talk about my personal news. First of all, I was able to get the GC loader up and running on my GameCube. I own 4 GameCubes, by the way. 3 of which are DOL001s, the one with the AV port, the digital AV port. There's also one with the, I also own another one from my childhood with the 1-1 version without the ports. I think the DOL001 is far superior because of 001 is far superior because of the component output, which can also be used for HDMI. Alright, so we got a reward. What would it be? A firepower. We have to deal with Kidu as well. Now that's cool. Okay, we have to wait. And GC Loader is really surprising to me because it skips the GameCube boot logo. Unlike the Xeno GC, which is I've failed to mod because it requires soldering and I've messed up 2 of my DVD drives in the process. So yeah. Here's the goalpost. So do you see the resemblance between New Super Mario Bros. Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U, right? They look exactly the same, almost. Except this has better graphics. Unless you give New Super Mario Bros. Wii the Dolphin emulator and an HD texture pack, or upscaled textures, then this is better. Now slide left tower. This looks very, very shady. But in other news, Super Mario Sunshine on 3D All Stars now supports the GameCube controller via the adapter, but it's still very laggy compared to like using a actual GameCube. So I don't really have time to set up many devices today, but I could also try setting up. Plus, I might not have New Super Mario Bros. U prepared for, the Wii U version, prepared for this stream, because I accidentally wiped all my Wii U's game save data, not the user data, but the game save data. And that means that I had to start a lot of games all over again. Thankfully, this is not a game I got really far in because of the difficulty, and the Super Luigi U is even more difficult because of the physics. Now, you gotta be very careful here because, yup, you could get sniped by a fireball like that. So, with that being said, Super Mario Sunshine, I might be playing all my new GC loader stuff, which might be better than using a Nintendo Switch with a GameCube controller. Plus, I also have a custom widescreen patch. Now, I usually change my characters every time I die, so I'm not gonna play as Luigi. Now, I haven't really went to a lot of Toad houses. It's a habit of mine when I play New Super Mario Bros. The New Super Mario Bros. Series games or Super Mario Bros. 3. I'll really go to Toad houses because you can get a really bad item that's worthless upon arrival. So you have Mario physics, not Luigi physics. New Super Luigi U has a different level pack. Some might say that it's like, yeah, this level is damn near impossible without items, because you have Fire Brothers. But thankfully, I'll change my character again. I wish it was Blue Toad, but nah. I'm probably going to get game over here. So I'm just do Toadette. Not really recommended to use Toadette, but I'll have to use 2 items this time because I can. I'm only using the. Don't get me wrong. I'm only using this for. Now Toadette is an addition, so the Wii U. I also have other stuff to do on the Wii U as well, but so get as many hamburgers as possible. The fireballs take the same path as Mario's fireballs. Now the D-pad on the Switch Pro controller is not good, honestly. I'll give you some other news relating to the next-gen consoles, and also the Super Mario Game & Watch. Super Mario Game & Watch, Rose Color Gaming on Instagram now provides stands for the collectible, which is nice because it's a game, it's a watch. It's the Game & Watch. Now, this thing used to be... Now, I'll tell you about the invention of the Game & Watch. So, back in the 1970s... No, let's start in the 1960s. So, it was after World War II in Japan. And JNR, which took over Japanese government railways after World War II, they were seeing that air travel was becoming a popular option in the US and Europe, but Japan insisted that they should be using rail or something. So what they did was, in addition to the existing rail network in Japan, they built a new line. Actually, construction of that line started in the 1930s, but was put on hold because of World War II. But the thing is, this is a shield, but then, alright. But in the 1950s, Japan continued their so-called bullet train project, And eventually in the 1960s, oh there it is. What's this? Oh, this pipe says to go out. And in the 1960s, the Shinkansen opened. Or in October 1st, 1964. Now this looks like a hard boss, so I might need to focus. Oh, it looks like boost mode. Or there was boost mode in New Super Mario Bros. U back on the... Gotta be careful of these things. Because they can turn these, Now this is actually really hard because you have to hit them 3 times and you don't have the Iron Retainer. Iron Retainer should have been a feature in this game, but... So she shoots too many of them. The magic ball. It's not cam magic. Oh wait, you can, this might not be good. No. Oh, I got crushed. Of course. This game is extremely difficult. Because every 1 or 2 levels you have to play with Nabbit. Which I'm not a fan of. I'm probably going to go to a Toad House after I beat this level because when you play as Nabbit, you cannot hit. You can kill enemies, but you won't get hit by them. It kind of defeats the purpose of Mario, honestly. So Mario, you're supposed to defeat enemies, not just run past them. However, if you complete a course with Nabbit, you'll get a yellow, There's even this thing known as knockback. So, if you get hit by a aggressive projectile, then you would actually be flying backwards. So back to the Shinkansen. It opened on October 1st, 1964, and it showed that Japan could still be relevant, despite being a third world country at the time. The same can be said about the expressway network, because in Japan's expressway network, it was built in the 50s, but you had to get assistance from the World Bank, which, by the way, nowadays is a corrupt organization because they lean towards China too much. And despite the claims of economic recovery by China, I do not believe any of them. Because what did China do? They tried their last effort to stay afloat in global commerce by signing the RCEP. And you wanna know what nations signed into the agreement? You won't believe it. It's Japan actually signed, and South Korea actually signed onto the agreement. You won't believe it. You really won't believe it because I'll try to beat the game without Nabbit one day, but this game is actually one of the worst games on the Switch, first party wise. Aside from 1-2 Switch, which was actually pretty terrible to begin with. Oh, I got knocked back. But the neat thing about this is you can knock back. So we just gotta wait for 2. So I know playing with Nabbit is not as good because you don't get any rewards. You cannot play as Super Mario, or you just steal items. And this game is not easy. So back to the Game & Watch. Do I know why I talked about the Shinkansen? It's because in the 1970s, you literally only had a few things to do on the Shinkansen. You could read a book, read a newspaper, could read a book, read a newspaper, read a, play with your calculators, or just go sleep. Now, before you say that, oh, it's 2.5 hours between Tokyo and Osaka. Remember in the 1950s, trips between Tokyo and Osaka took 9 hours. In 1964, this was cut to 4 hours, thanks to the Shinkansen. So you gotta be thankful for the and then, and because it was 4 hours, gotta be careful here. People just play on their calculators. Now, Gunpei Yokoi, who was on the Shinkansen at that time, said that people only had calculators on those bullet trains. Because remember, the Walkman did not come out until 1979. That was also the same year as the Iranian hostage crisis. Which, unfortunately, Jimmy Carter had not protected Iran that well. It was a culmination because the Soviet Union, what they did was they actually, oh, this guy's doing some boxing. Now, you could have kept that guy, but it was just not really, I think this goes down even further. Now, yeah, it does, but these ghost houses are just puzzles and stuff. Now, a lot of music in this game is recycled from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. We gotta be careful of that. These are projectiles that can hit you. Oh, damn! I was lucky. I won't trust any. Don't trust anything in ghost houses. I think this is a true exit, if I'm correct. Well, no. We have to deal with these boos again. And I got strong too small Mario. So, and yes, it could die. Like, remember, you're playing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch, released in 2019. Let's just go out through this door. I don't really have time for this. And no, that's not the true exit. This ghost house is really, really a mystery. I think there should be something past. Yeah, there's a down staircase. There's a side staircase, but I'm running out of time. So after that discovery that people in Japan only had I mean, those who played on the... Oh my god. Are you serious? They're all gonna kill me, like, boom! Yeah. So, after that, Gunpei Yokoi made the Game & Watch, which was really successful because these were these LCD games. It was not dot matrix or anything, it was just really primitive and stuff. There were simple games such as Ball. You can even check the time to while you were on the Shinkansen and doing long business journeys. Now eventually, nah, I'm not really happy with this save, honestly. Well, this quick save. Because the next thing I'm going to show you is Super Mario Sunshine with the new update. So I was playing Cold Steel 3 earlier. It was a pretty nice game, but I have yet to do more coverage of Cold Steel 1 because it's still the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. And now I'm going to play Super Mario 3D All-Stars. So first I'm going to start the game with my Pro Controller. So... No, that track again. Nope. So now I'm going to switch over to my GameCube controller, which should be plugged into the Switch. So this game actually looks more clear on here because textures are upscaled. However, I'll tell you how it works. So first, you can change the rumble. You can only change the language from the game select menu and subtitles. And your sound system can only be determined through your Switch's system settings. No Pro Logic 2 here, unfortunately. So that means no Dolby that means no Matrix stuff, which means that if you have Dolby Pro Logic 2 or Dolby Atmos, you could actually upscale it. You could have upscaled the surround mix from the original game, or any stereo content for that matter, including anime, which actually works pretty well. He just said open salami. I like it. Now this is a pretty hard start to do with this type of controller because... Alright, so now let's go to the differences between... Okay, the first difference is, when you go to options, you can now change the camera. You can change the horizontal camera to inverted, vertical camera. So if you press X for modern, it'll set everything to normal. If you press Y for classic, it says invert. You can invert Mario, and you could change everything. Now this will make things a lot easier. And now the R button is pressure sensitive, so you can press here to stop and shoot, and you can press this to run and shoot. So it's pretty nice. It is actually a really hyped update for Sunshine speedrunners because they really rely on that GameCube controller. Now I don't know why Nintendo didn't add this on day one. Now I already collected the blue coin here, which if you get 10 blue coins, you could go to Delfino Plaza. So let's just jump on the yellow blooper. Now this part requires a lot of concentration because if you make one bump, then you will die. You can even game over from this, believe it or not. Like this. I know. So after the Game & Watch, your core also worked on the... Oh fuck, I actually jumped at the start line, but it looks like I was sacrificing another... I don't know, this game's music was made by God, but the levels were made by Satan. I heard the emulation did get a little bit better in this, sound emulation might have gotten a little bit better in this update. Oh! Yeah, seriously, I could game over from this. And it's because of the laggy stuff between... No, I might switch over to the Pro Controller. Because even though this is good for people who are used to the GameCube controller, this is absolutely horrid for those who who are really concerned about input lag, like me. I'm really concerned about input lag and stuff. Input lag is really important. I want to oh, I gotta be careful around here because I don't have oh, you should be done. The goal. Oh, we completed it in the minimum time. So now we can get the Shine Sprite. So we're just gonna save and continue. So this. So now I have to take care of the oh wow. I'm literally at no lives left. Cause the next time I die, I get game over. It's that simple. So for example, if I did something like... Nah, just kidding. We did this too many times. But I'll also show you some cool features of the GC loader. Eventually. So what I do in the D situations, I do this. Hit it at the core. Now, as for PS5 and Xbox Series X, retailers are promising more stock for these consoles, but I'm not sure if it's guaranteed yet because again, Walmart had a history of canceling pre-orders when it comes to gaming. Like, I remember back in 2017, they canceled pre-orders for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic. And you press R all the way down. Alright, so after we do this, and we have to go to Gelado's. I can't do the Gelato Beach skip yet, unfortunately. Which, if I was able to do the Gelato Beach skip, then, I forgot to spray that toad, unfortunately. Yeah, I believe I might have been shadow banned on, I actually need to get a blue coin, because the blue coin is the only thing that can save my progress. So I could still lose everything. They're promising more stock, so if you really want to get those consoles, then go for it. So let's do a secret level first. Now, the unfortunate reality is if I die here, then I get game over. Unless I can find one up mushroom. Or a blue coin. These dolls are mean hell. Oh, we gotta be careful with the sandbox. See, it's all fast, and Mario just keeps. Alright, that was pretty easy, honestly. So now we get to keep the Gelato Beach open and all that stuff. But this is not really the main part of the stream. This is actually a big part of the stream, but we're gonna save, and we're just gonna wait for it to save, and we won't continue playing. So, now, I will switch over to the GameCube. Please wait a minute. Okay, so now now after we configure some stuff for this part of the stream. So first we have the game. Now we're playing on the Swiss. So you skip the GameCube logo here. Now the time is not accurate because we were about a month and a half behind. So I installed this myself, but the problem is I had to like do stuff like unsolder the battery, which is pretty easy, but getting a battery is not as easy, honestly. So you can actually play the original Animal Crossing, which is $80. For only 30 megabytes of ROM, it's like paying for a rare Nintendo 64 game. And the original Animal Crossing was a Nintendo 64 game in Japan. But it didn't really take off until it came out on a DS or something. So you could choose several things, but we have several widescreen stuff that we really wish to use. However, this is not the case. This is not what we want to do right now. What we want to do is configure the video on the Elgato and pray to God that and we're not stretching standard definition input because I think OBS is doing it right now. So it's just fit to screen. Oh, it's just reset transform. Wait, I said reset for this, but it's not resetting. Oh, never mind. I'll have to manually crop it myself, or choose another driver. I'll choose a direct show driver because direct show is usually more reliable. What's this image here? Oh, that's the tweet. Okay, here we go. Let's need to center this. Alright, so transform. Let's center horizontally. Alright, now we're going to play Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now, this is the only ROM that I have prepared. And yes, I do own a copy of the American version, but not the Japanese version. So we're just going to... Now, the thing about Japanese GameCubes games is that they use a completely different thing for memory cards, completely different encoding. So we're just gonna open up Melee. So this shrunk using an unsupported tool. So we can ignore this. So we can press X. We can force the video mode to 480p. Which I'll force to 480p, and we'll force widescreen on 3D, 2D, and 3D. Alright, so the configuration failed to save, but it's fine because I don't have my SD to SP2 yet. Which I wish I had, but, nope. And also worth noting is that even though people keep claiming that, oh, but you can... Yes, we opened in progressive mode. Now, the movie is still in full screen. Alright, so there's no save data, so now we have to transform this. You have to stretch this to the screen. Okay, so it's create save data on the memory card, and this game does use all save, so we can skip the movie. Now, this is not perfect because so let's change the options. Do you want Japanese or English? I'll play Japanese. No, actually I'm gonna play in English. So saving, and I'm gonna play one player, regular, classic. I'm gonna play as Mario. So we're gonna play versus Fox. Now, again, this emulation is not perfect. Like, oh, the widescreen is not perfect. There are codes that work better, but now I can't use the right. I wish it would roll a bit better. Well, it looks other than the wow, I killed him fast. Now.
Ready? Go!
This stage is really glitchy.
Yes!
This stage is barely playable on. Yes! I think it's because of the widescreen stuff. That I'm trying to force on. Oh, that's funny. Now this... I'll try to get a full screen.
Yes!
Because you're not supposed to play this game with widescreen. Or I mean, with the force widescreen modes. Alright, so that was pretty cheap. I'm such a coward. Well, the screen was splashing, so I had nothing to do. Break the targets.
Ready?
Oh, this music. Hey. Oh yeah, that music is so... I actually bought Melee for $30 back in 2013. Now I got 1400. Blank. Now, this is Adult Link from Ocarina of Time. Now these stages are pretty punchy when you... Now that was... half minute, man. Now, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Some pretty good stuff.
Giant Donkey Kong. Ready?
Giant Donkey Kong. I don't like it. So we have to... Oh, wait. I heard the down special is so good. Wow, I just blew him up pretty. No R for you.
Bonus stage.
You get the trophies here. Now, again, the graphics are pretty glitched here, so...
Success. Versus Ice Climber. Ready?
Yeah, this stage is moving like... I wish I could use the right stick more attacks than I'm used to. Now, I'm using the same control as I did with Sunshine. Right now I have like a ton of deliveries. And stuff. Oh wow, I'm Mega Mario. If one ice climber is dead, then the ice climber will lose. So we have Team Captain Falcons. They got Falcon with this shit out. Now, I'm playing really easy difficulty. I might turn off and start my game once I get it. I don't know why, but F-Zero kind of looks like a comic book. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, this... I should be using a code. My KO is pretty cheap.
Race to the finish. Ready? Go!
Now, my bitrate might take a huge hit because YouTube knows that I'm actually using a 480p source. I didn't go too quick enough, so never mind. No, Kirby.
Ready? Go!
I'll check my stream post, like a day later or something. Now, all the sound samples are using the HQ sound packs for the Super Mario 64 PC core. Oh, wait, now... I heard Mario Kirby only like... Oh, I knocked him out. Oh, it's time for the final. That's all 45 HP. Now there's a theory that the Master Hand has autism or something, and I reject autism speaks because they are fucking scumbags, and same with Yale School too. Not Yale University, Yale School. They're really fucking harsh towards people with autism. So to get his HP down as much as possible. I don't have. So now I have to. It's a little hard to fight this one. Never mind.
Continue. Game over.
Alright, so the graphics are so glitchy, so I have to reset my GameCube. Okay, this just injected itself, so... actually, I think I have something. Please wait. I had a delivery. So I ordered a package at the end of August 25th. But the thing is, it took about 3 months to get across because of COVID and the Japan Post suspension. But I'll open it later. So now let's go to the main point of the stream. We're going to do an American game now. So I had to swap out my memory card. I'm not doing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle because I got a copyright claim playing Sonic Adventure 2 last year, so I want to show you Super Mario Sunburn, a ROM hack that works pretty well, honestly. Now, we don't have a writable SD device, so that may be why the X station is it requires soldering.
Ciao!
Ciao. So I don't think I have codes. Wait, I don't have codes for this ROM hack. Well, unfortunately my GameCube froze, so we're just gonna play some widescreen Mario Sunshine. This is my custom ROM for Mario Sunshine. And I could play other games like Joland or something, but they're all on the Nintendo Switch. Now why am I playing this on because because I want to show you if you have like custom ROM hacks like this, you can still have a really good experience. So, if you play this on the Wii, it's actually going to be even better. So, yup, you see, this is in widescreen too, but this is running on a native US ROM. Now, I think someone did a good job, like, making this widescreen patch, because it works really well. Except in a few areas, however. I'll try the Stamper mission, or... Actually, that might be it for the stream, because I feel like opening my packages. So... I'm sorry if this stream was short, or it didn't live up to its expectations, but... I'll see you again tomorrow for the Wii's 14th anniversary. Till then, stay safe.